Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Humans for Care Stories from Healthcare Leaders. This is a series where we explore how AI is being used in real world healthcare settings to support teams and improve patient experience. Today, we are honored to be joined by Ms. Carmen De Leon, Country General Manager of Fullerton Health Philippines. Fullerton Health operates at the intersection of corporate health, preventive care, and integrated medical services, servicing both employees and patients through a coordinated care model. In this conversation, we'll be exploring how AI supports operational workflows, clinician experience, and patient engagement within an integrated healthcare environment, and what other leaders can learn from that journey as well. Ms. Kami, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having us.
Awesome. Now, to get the ball rolling, Ms. Kami, just want to understand also from your perspective, where do you really see AI adding the most practical value for integrated healthcare providers, especially in corporate employee health and preventive care settings?
So, I am a fan of AI. I look at it as an enabler, and especially now that we are campaigning heavily on preventive care, I look at it as a tool that will help more companies understand the profile of the employees, and AI is going to help us on that matter. A lot of companies have been talking about preventive health, holistic health, well-being, and yet we are stuck with the usual HMO, with the usual process. So, and this is, I believe, because of the lack of information. And AI will be able to help us generate all the necessary, relevant information for us to move forward. So the moment that we have all the data, we can really analyze, and AI can actually help us analyze everything. So then the next step would be a lot clearer. So in our case, we were able to consolidate the medical records, the latest results, and the family history and all consolidated in one database or information. And we take a look at the health. We have a health risk analysis where we take a look at the next steps. How do we make them healthier? What are the necessary programs? So then we'll be able to really come up with a more customized health plan, and we'll be able to help the company save on cost and help the employees to be, more educated, more into health, because when they are not engaged, they just cooperate or they just use the HMO. That's it. But when they are involved and they are aware of what the company is doing, we are guided with the information, then health becomes more exciting for everyone.
Absolutely. I think you touched a very key point around how AI helps really drive value throughout the entire process.
Mhm.
Now, mostly around. Okay, so when I was talking to some healthcare leaders, one of the key things that people really want to know is how should healthcare leaders think about AI when the goal is both operational efficiency, but also not
Mhm.
compromising patient experience? How have you done it?
Well, in our case, in Fullerton Health, what we do we look at the gaps, because you have to understand where the problems are. So, long waiting time is one. So, what we did, we have an app, and they can look at the calendar and they can book right away. So, gives them like 15 minutes to book. Unlike before, it will take weeks.
Yeah.
Back and forth emails. So from the onset, booking alone, we have automated it. We have the calendar, and you can automatically find your date. When it comes to operational efficiency, there's no manual encoding because everything is integrated from the laboratory, imaging, and height and weight. Everything goes into one site, and everything is churned and released. So then we're able to minimize errors, actually zero error, because it's automated, so no manual encoding. And we are more focused on engagement. We have more time, we have less time on admin and more time talking to clients, hearing them out, providing the excellent service. And that also helps in terms of the turnaround time. Because the process is automated, they go from one room to another and they're able to finish all the executive health screening tests in 3 hours. So even in the report, as I mentioned, it's more comprehensive. There are visuals and there is health risk analysis. There's predictive. The
Mm.
predictive side of it is more important. So it helps a lot.
Thanks, Ms. Kami. I know that Fullerton Health has always been on the forefront of AI adoption, and you have deployed several solutions within the organization as well. Now, Ms. Kami, the question that I have for you is, based on your experience of launching AI products, your learnings from AI products, what would be a key takeaway that any you would like to share with leaders across the country on how you have deployed AI solution and what are some of the key things that they should or should not?
Mm-hmm. Well, first, the leader should be able to, as mentioned, understand the gaps in the market that they are seeing, and both internally and, of course, looking at the clients. What are the new preference? What are the unsolved issues? Reasons for disappointments? Because then you have to prioritize. Where do we come in? How do I address the gap using technology? So, until the leader knows that, they cannot move forward because they can be overwhelmed. AI can be overwhelming, threatening for most, and the impression is that I will have to lose my people. But no, we don't. We're just letting our people focus on their core competency. A lot of things that are done by AI, it's more on processing of information, summarizing the data, giving us good research. But the kind of care, and I support both MB by saying humans for care. The rest, give it to AI. So the mindset should be on innovation. Innovation, and of course, basic is addressing the gaps. No, first prioritize what you want to do for your clients and how you can be a lot different from competition. Because when I look at the market, I don't look at the price. It's not about discounts, it's about giving more value to the clients. So a leader must be able to adapt, and the new trend is on AI. And if we don't take advantage of it, then we will be left behind.
Right. And Ms. Kami, I hear you mention a lot about the value that we need to provide to the customers. What are some of the key
Mhm.
matrices that you're looking at when you deploy an AI solution? Would that be patient engagement? Would that be revenue driven? What would that look like for Fullerton Health?
Mhm. It's primarily more about engagement, client engagement, because profit will follow if the clients are happy. So we are more into engaging our clients in terms of giving them more convenience, more comfort. As I mentioned, from booking their appointments, it shouldn't be difficult. And finishing the test, all the tests in 3 hours, that's high value for them. So when we do that, even the reports, when we see a very comprehensive reports with predictive analysis, and for corporations, we're able to compile everything and give them aggregate reports, the health profile of the entire executives, then they give us good feedback, and they give us referrals, and that makes it, naturally revenue is coming. So our focus is always about efficiency and giving more value to our clients.
Thanks for sharing. Now, on our closing question, Ms. Kami, I'm really very interested to hear from you. If you were to summarize your AI journey in one sentence, what would that be?
Mhm.
What would that be, and how would that look like?
That's so difficult because I have so many things in mind now that it's been helping the business. So for me, it's about focusing on our core competency, which is the the compassionate people that we have, rendering excellent service. We can focus because we have AI helping us. We are embracing the technology, and with that combination, I remember our tagline. It's Singapore technology with Filipino hospitality. So it empowers us. AI empowers us to do our best.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ms. Kami, for taking your time to share your valuable insights and your journey so far in AI in healthcare. It's encouraging to hear how AI really can support teams and enhance that experience part of things and leave the care
Yeah.
to human, right? While really keeping the human side of care at the center. Conversations like this really remind me of how meaningful innovation isn't really just about replacing people. It's really about the people, the leadership, the culture, combining together to provide added value to customers, to patients, to the population in general. Thank you again once again for joining us today. And to everyone watching, this has been another episode of Humans for Care. We look forward to bringing you more real-world stories from healthcare leaders navigating AI in practice. Thank you, Ms. Kami.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.